Imagine a place of sanctuary, a five-star hotel in the heart of a bustling capital, a temporary home for diplomats, business travelers, and airline crews. Now, picture that sanctuary shattering in an instant. On the morning of November 20th, 2015, the Radisson Blu in Bamako, Mali, became a cage, a battleground, and a tomb. Two heavily armed men, driven by a cold, calculated ideology, stormed the lobby, turning a routine Friday into a 9-hour siege that would shock the world and claim the lives of 20 innocent people. This is the story of the Bamako hotel attack, a stark reminder that terror can strike anywhere, anytime. Before we dive deeper into this chilling event, take a moment to comment, like, share, and subscribe to the Calendar of Crime. Your support ensures you don't miss future episodes as we chronicle the most significant crimes and tragedies in history. Also, keep an eye out. The Calendar of Crime is coming soon to Substack. The attack began just after 7 a.m. local time. The Radisson Blu, a high-end establishment favored by international visitors, was relatively full. The attackers, later identified as members of the Al-Mourabitin group, an affiliate of Al-Qaeda, arrived in a vehicle with diplomatic plates, allowing them to bypass the hotel's security checkpoints. They were armed with automatic weapons and grenades. Their entry was swift and brutal. They immediately began firing in the lobby and hallways, shouting Allahu Akbar, and moving systematically through the 7-story building. Initial reports were chaotic, speaking of dozens of hostages trapped inside. The sheer speed and ruthlessness of the assault caught everyone completely off guard. The gunmen quickly rounded up staff and guests, reportedly separating them based on their ability to recite verses from the Quran. Those who could were sometimes released, while others were held captive. The total number of hostages was estimated at around 170. As news spread, Malian special forces, supported by French, American, and United Nations troops, rapidly converged on the scene. The hotel was surrounded, and a tense standoff began. The international nature of the victims, including Russians, Chinese, Americans, Belgians, and an Israeli, elevated the crisis to a global event, drawing immediate condemnation and military assistance from several nations. The rescue operation was a complex, floor-by-floor clearance. Malian forces, with critical intelligence and logistical support from their international partners, moved methodically to neutralize the threat and free the hostages. Dramatic footage and eyewitness accounts later described the intense close-quarters combat. Over the course of the 9-hour siege, dozens of hostages were successfully evacuated. However, the attackers were determined to inflict maximum casualties. By the time the siege was declared over, 20 people, not including the 2 attackers, had been killed. The victims were a cross-section of the international community, their lives tragically cut short by an act of senseless violence. The Bamako attack was a devastating blow to Mali, a country already struggling with political instability and an ongoing insurgency in its northern regions. It highlighted the vulnerability of soft targets and the evolving tactics of extremist groups in the Sahel. In the immediate aftermath, the Malian government declared a state of emergency and 3 days of national mourning. The attack also led to increased security cooperation between Mali and its international allies. While the 2 gunmen were killed at the scene, the investigation into the attack's masterminds and broader network continued for years, leading to the indictment of key figures involved in the planning and coordination of this deadly operation. Beyond the geopolitical implications and the military response, the true measure of this tragedy lies in the human cost. 20 lives extinguished, families shattered, and a city left reeling. The victims were not just statistics. They were aid workers, businessmen, pilots, and travelers, each with a unique story and a future stolen. The Bamako hotel attack serves as a grim chapter in the global calendar of crime, a day when the fragile peace of a nation was violently tested. It is a story of darkness, but also of the courage shown by the Malian and international forces who risked their lives to save others. Thank you for watching this episode of the Calendar of Crime. We hope this detailed account has shed light on the gravity of the 2015 Bamako hotel attack. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe for future episodes from the Calendar of Crime. And remember, You can soon find exclusive, in-depth content and more from our series at https://thecalendarofcrime.substack.com/.